Sports fans are gearing up at Interstate Sports, your home for officially licensed fan gear. We have jerseys, custom frames, team signs, draft tumblers, and more. For every sports fan's needs, visit interstatesportsgifts.com.
Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, I like you got some skate, skate, song, skate, song, skate, I like you got some 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 skate. Let's go.
Before we get started, let's go ahead and get a mic check right quick. Make sure everything look good, sound good.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
We are recording from a undisclosed location. We're in witness protection right now. But anyway, mic check is good. Appreciate that, Rocky. Thank y'all. 12. I hate to say this, but I've been saying it. And I don't want to be the complainer. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my mom. She says, stop complaining. But the same way she used to give me advice back in the day, because she knew danger was around the corner, if I kept doing what I was doing, is exactly what I think we were saying. We knew danger was around the corner. You can only go and play Russian roulette, if y'all understand what I'm saying, long enough before it go pow.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened in my book, man. Just real quick before you drop this off. The Canes do drop their first loss of the season to Georgia Tech. Last year was a debacle. This year, somebody said abysmal. What's your thoughts, bro? And then we jump into it.
Let me just say this. And I tried to shout out to Rocky. I tried to temper it. Last week I told you I wasn't going to say nothing.
Right.
But in my mind, I knew deep down inside, one of these games is going to get us. One of these games going to get us. And shout out to everybody who was giving the defense credit for a lot of stuff. I did it last week, but this week I'm going to slap off. This was absolutely disgusting. I'm going to tell you for two reasons. Our defense is horrible. I'm telling you, it is horrendous. It is pathetic. It's all of that. And I said it, our best defense is our offense. And what happened, doggone it, I predicted it. When the offense, doggone it, when the offense couldn't do it, that's what happens. People, you got to know football. But let me just say this. The worst thing about this is we lost to a quarterback who it got only one leg. He's been hurt all season. One shoulder, right?
Throwing shoulder.
The throwing shoulder. He ran it down our throat, gave it to us. The running back gets knocked out. What would have happened today if they were healthy and the running back stayed in? We have to stop this. We are not a championship. Now, all this is good. We 9-1. I get all that. But let me tell you something. I'm an honest person. This is what we're going to expect if we get into the playoffs, people. This is just a look into the future. So get prepared. Buckle up. It's going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride. All y'all who was you always 12, you so negative. This is why. This is why. You can't go through the season like this. It makes for good. It makes for good Bravo TV. It makes for good housewife-ish type of drama. Oh, we came from behind 4 times straight. Yee. It's gonna catch up, and it caught us today. Now here's the thing: we got a bye week. How are we gonna bounce back? But it's horrendous. We should never have been in that situation. Never.
I just want to say this, man. Shout out to our sponsor, Interstate Sports Gifts.com. Man, my man Trevor, go check him out. Interstate Sports Gifts for all your sports memorabilia needs in the description below, as well as call them on the phone. If you don't see someone on the website, call them on the phone. You definitely try to get it. Also, our sponsor, kind of impromptu today, Our defense should be sponsored by Edge Control right here. Some Sporting Wave right here. Edge Control. We have no edge control. Get this crap out of here. Listen, I've been talking about it. Even Ellen V, the producer, can tell you how you stop most offenses. Protect your edge. Protect the edge. The commentator even said, Lance Guidry said in the press conference, you got to protect the edges. The edges get you split every time. Once that ball get outside, it happens. Here's the funny thing about a Haynes King, right? Here's the funny thing about a Haynes King. Haynes King, as 12 just said, he's got a jacked up throwing shoulder. He was 5 for 5 for 21 yards and a touchdown. That's all he contributed with his arm. But he carried the ball 20 times for 93 yards and a touchdown. All I can just tell you is at the end of the day, and you know me, I like to go back to the tape, but at the end of the day, we still didn't do things fundamentally in that situation. We allowed them to get plays, big plays. And our offensive line, I think, also didn't hold up a lot. I know there was some holding on there. That one big sack on the previous drive was big because there was 5 protection. They brought 4. We didn't slide to protect. That's on Cam. If he's in charge of sliding protection. And we're going to get into this one thing. Me and him were going at it about should we have kicked that field goal on the last, basically almost the second to last drive when you were on 4th and 16. Kick the field goal, put you down by 9. You score a touchdown, right? 7 points, you're down by 2. You kick a field goal. Now, regardless of the outcome, it doesn't matter. But you still would have had to make those scores. Let me give some Dono love right quick, and then we'll get back into this. I want to go through the box score as normal, right? We're not going to change anything. Shout out to SFC Kane. He says, sucks to finally lose, but it was bound to happen. We a top 20-ish team, but been that way. No bailouts this time. Yeah, I appreciate you, Kane. I appreciate the comments, but I think that's kind of, when you say it sucks, it finally happened. I think that's kind of the foresight we were given that these things will finally happen. And when people say a win is a win, I agree. But also, it's how you win matters too, because these things happen. These things happen. We're the number 4 team in the nation. I don't even know what they ranked.
They're not ranked.
I know they're not even ranked, but I mean, outside of the top 25, what are they, 50th, 40th, somewhere up in there? I don't know, nor do I care, but what we're telling you is, and I've said this before, starting at the VTech game, VTech, you can only go to the well but so many times. I don't know how many different sayings and parable. I don't know how many different ways we can say the straw that broke the camel's back, go to the well but so many times. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And today was the day.
And also, this is in the Jet coach, you have to realize too, we won the Florida Bowl. Georgia Tech now won the Florida Bowl too. They beat Florida State. Didn't they beat Florida State?
They beat Florida State across the pond.
And they beat Miami. And what we found out, even though Florida State isn't a very good team, when they came out that they could play. These are some of the same athletes that Miami probably recruited, or Florida State tried to recruit.
Yeah,
you know, Georgia athletes pretty much. So these young men, they play football, but they just wanted it more today. They play when you got everyone, a few people on their team. Guy got a thing on his shoulder. You got Haynes King balling. This thing was going to happen today. And now what are we going to do from a team standpoint? What's Gidgy going to do from a team standpoint? That's how we have to figure this thing out. Because we get into the playoff, this is some foresight into what we may see when we get in there. And it's just not making me happy in the way in which we dropped this game. Coach and I were watching the Texas-Florida game. Texas mollywhopped Florida.
35-0.5.
Not even close. Those are the type of games. That's how we have to come out. When we talk about a win is a win, I understand. but we have to show some dominance. And we have not shown that on defense since we got into what I said, the half of the season. And we said this, we blowing teams out. But once you start playing ACC football, all that changes. And it's showing. It's a different level of competition, different level of coaching. And to your point, Coach, on the pregame, you asked what's the key to the game. I believe it's going to come down to coaching again. I think we said that. And I think on 4th and 16, it's coaching and it's a little bit of arrogance. Because most coaches, I know you got a Heisman Trophy candidate on your team, but most coaches in that situation, unless it was 5 seconds left in the game,
you got to go for it.
You got to kick the field goal. You have to kick the field goal. Knowing who you have as your quarterback and the type of team you have, you kick that field goal.
And the field goal kicker.
And the field goal kicker that you have.
To win it. Boy Gallus can win it.
I'm done.
Here's what I'll say, man. Let me get that love. Appreciate you, SFC Kane. I think that stands for Sergeant First Class, if I'm not mistaken. I think you did that, so I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Also, Mr. Prime, shout out for the $2. This is for a win is a win fan. Damn, you took the words out of my mouth. This is for a win is a win fans.
Right.
Yeah. You know, and a win is a win. And shout out to Mr. Poole out there, one of the members, when he called in and said, "Win is winning, not enough." It is enough, but if you see flaws in it, even though you won, I think I know I'm obligated to mention it. And the flaws that we talked about reared their head today. And how I look at it. 462 in the building, appreciate it. No, we're not in our normal setup, man, but thank you very much. We're in witness protection right now. I forgot my hold on.
That's what
let me put my shades on because now y'all can't recognize who I am.
We need to put the defense in protection.
Get that crap out of here, man. But anyhow, like I said, man, that's tough, man. All right, SF Kane again in the building. What's sad is that everyone is giving the elephant in the room a pass. Our defense ain't gotten better. Remember, UF, all those injuries came back and we regressed. Talk about it. For $10, I appreciate it. We definitely could talk about it, but we've been talking about it. So I thank you for it, but we've been talking about this week in, week out. We've been getting blasted for not being nice. Even my own mama got on my dog and say, "Stop complaining." So my dog didn't complain. Guess what? He listened to the elder. He shut it up and shut it down. And, you know, it still happened. Shad for the 14-month member. Appreciate you, baby. A win is a win until it's a loss. Source unknown. Confusion. Not Confucius. Confusion. If you understand me.
I got it.
All right. And SFC Kane again for the $2. Appreciate you. Hurricane Logan. That's right, baby. Man, much love to you, bro. Shout out to Hurricane Logan, man, in the building. Hurricane Logan, I'll never forget you was there when we cracked the 10,000 mark. You were the man, bro. Appreciate you. Got promoted last year. That's right. Thank you for that, Hurricane Logan. Much love to you, brother. Let me do this right quick. Let me look down the box score just to tell. Most of you guys don't realize this or look at it. I'll start off with Georgia Tech. Aaron Philo, which came with the backup quarterback, was 5 for 10, 67 yards. Haynes King was 5 for 5, 21 yards. They had a total of 87 passing yards in this game. Haynes King walked out of there with 93 yards rushing, 20 carries. Jamal Haynes only had 3 carries for 83 yards. Think about this. He was their leading rusher. He didn't even play. After what? First series, he was out. Yeah. So you got a 50% Haynes King in just running the ball and a no Jamal Haynes. And you had a Cooley and Singleton in the game. I mean, it's just what it is. Receiving wise, not too bad. 4 catches, 28 yards. I'm not really tripping. 1 catch, 27. That 3rd and 18. Unexcusable, bro. Unexcusable. We got to know the situation. And again, I'm telling you, situational football at this level, the third quarter of the season, the third phase of the game, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, it becomes a mind game. It's not a physical game. It's a mind game. And that's bad business, man. That's bad business right there. So, like I said, at the end of the day, that's what makes a big difference. Let me see if I can get back to some of these comments in here. Oh, tripping. And then, let's go to the Miami side. Let's look at them from a team perspective. And then you look at it from a Miami's perspective. You talked about 4,000 yard receiver, 300 yards. Well, he had 348, 25 of 39, 3 touchdowns today, man. I mean, great throw to Restrepo, right? Great throw. He had some good throws in there, right? Damian Montiba, Superman went in the booth and couldn't come out this time. Huh?
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about. Martinez, 15 for 81. Mark Fletcher, 4 for 12. Receiver, Jacoby Jordan, big, 7 catches, 88 yards. Arroyo had the big touchdown, huh? 3 catches for 82. You know, these are the things we're talking about, man. And then from a team perspective, bro, 436 yards of offense today, 370, bro. 348 yards passing to their 88.
Yep.
But look at the rushing.
Yep.
282 rushing to our 88. I mean, they literally just flipped the 2 categories.
Sure.
Unreal, bro. Unreal. And they killed us on third down. They were 9 for 14 on third down, 12. We were 3 for 10. That's the difference in the game right there. That's the difference in the game. Converting third downs, time possession, 9 minutes. Talk to us real quick. We can't take phone calls today just because of the situation that's set up. 521 people in the building. We appreciate you. Thank you all. I'm going to look through some of these comments while 12 chopping it up. But I think I got one more dono, and then I'll let you kind of run through it, 12. My bad. Bitwit Cleaning for the 1999. Appreciate you, man. Clap it up for the Bitwit Cleaning. Tough loss, especially a team who could not complete a forward pass. With the playoffs, 1 loss does not end the season. You're correct. I'm going to leave that there. But if we're being honest, our defense is not winnable. Keeping it 100. Mario got out coached. And then thank you for that, man. And then Mr. Mad Skills 407. Sup, coach? 12. Imagine having this defense and no Cam next year. What that would make us. Florida State-ish. Y'all tough. And then Chan for the 1999. I thought our defensive line was good. What happened? Even on a few passing plays, we didn't get home. Go Canes, man.
Yeah, this defense need to be stitched up. You know, we are hemorrhaging blood, coach, and we need to. If you want to look at a silver lining, I don't know if this, if we could look at it from this standpoint, but we have the bye week this week coming up, next week rather, and hopefully we're able to get adjusted. It just seemed like we're just still not in position. I thought we tackled a little bit better today, but not much better. It was just bad. We couldn't. The edge is really, 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 like, if you want to explain, it's killing us. The edge is like everybody sweep, jet, toss, and the motion is killing us as well. Motion formation is killing us. It's hard to get adjusted. People are not in the proper position. It just seems to be a lot of confusion going on. And the shout out to Shad, it's a lot of confusion going on, and the defense is not getting better. And that's one of the concerns. Whoever said that is regressing, that's a really good word, because we're not getting any better, and it's not helping the team. And we got 1 loss, but a loss in the playoffs, that means you're done. Yeah. And then potentially us going to play maybe a team like
Clemson. SMU throwing up points left and right. SMU is still right now. I believe it's SMU and us are still considered the favorite. SMU don't even have a conference loss, do they? I don't think SMU has a conference loss.
I'm not sure.
Let me know in the chat. I think their only loss was BYU.
Okay.
So now we have a conference loss. Clemson has a conference loss. We can't afford another one.
No.
Wake Forest and Syracuse. Are we out?
So let me ask you a question, Coach, and I'm sure the chat may want to know as well. What would you do? Where would you start to make the adjustments?
Good call.
Where would you start to make the adjustments? Because where would you start?
Well, first of all, like we said, you have to understand your gap integrity. I think the biggest problem, you do have a lot of new faces on defense, and they're still playing as individuals, right? They still feel like on that Chase Smith play, for example, I believe it was Chase Smith. He was in the middle of the field. My man gave him the edge. He had the edge. He gave him the 1-2 inside, and he beat him back outside, Haynes King. Well, he's playing as if he has to make the open field tackle himself. He has to understand you can wiggle and juke all you want. I'm protecting your outside shoulder because I know the homie's coming from the inside. But when I play it like it's just me and you open field tackle, you can fall for the juke because you don't believe the other what? The other 9 people, 10 people are inside of you.
Yeah.
Here's where you're at the disadvantage. The guy running the ball, he knows where the threats are coming from because he's looking this way. So he can see all of the homies coming. So what is he going to do? If I know they're coming from this side, I'm going to juke this way to get you to go there.
Exactly.
So I can get back outside.
Yeah.
He's not going to juke you outside to go back into the homie to the Lions den. But they have to understand gap integrity, team football. And that's what's missing right now. They're playing like a bunch of individuals. And I think that's huge. And that's the problem. Second is understanding now what your assignment is, right? And we used to have a thing, alignment, assignment, play ball. Alignment, line up correctly. You take 80% of a play away just by lining up correctly. Assignment, you take the other 10% away. We had 90% success rate right now. If I line up right and I know my assignment, I'm at what? 90% success. But believe it or not, the biggest last 10% that can erase all of that is play ball. You got to be able to play football. You can't coach everything. There's, I remember Peter when they were talking about Peter Ward and Bobby Dodd were talking about, yeah, I coached him how to spin around, put his hand down, stand up. Mm-hmm. He was making a joke, being sarcastic, but you don't coach that. And that's where the play ball comes in. And right now, our defense is not playing as a unit. They're not playing in unison. They're not synchronized swimming out there, if that makes sense. They're playing like a bunch of individuals that got on the same uniform. And once they understand that, they understand how to attack this deal. I got to attack this shoulder because I know the homie's got that shoulder. I know I'm here. I got a guy on the pin. I got a guy on the inside. That's what's happening. And that's where I would start. So to answer your question, I would start is understanding those two things. Know your alignment, know your assignment, and now let's play ball.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Man, let me read some donos right quick. Got some more donos. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Much love to everybody in here with the donos. Trying to see what was chin. All right, Space Coast Kane in the building. Oh, took it off, my bad. Gidry was outclassed. Kiko and Harris have been awful. Love Kim, but he needs to get better at finding the open guys. Nose lost by less. What the F? Yeah, I mean, dog, you're not going to always find the open guys at quarterback. I mean, it's easy because we got the bird's eye view. Again, we see everything. I guarantee if they put us in a helmet cam, trust me, you'll be missing it too.
Absolutely.
It's not as easy. I mean, trust me, he's right way more than he's wrong. But these are the things we talk about. The time he's wrong and everything else is not working right, bad things happen. Think about the times that he's found the guy, bailed us out.
Correct.
So bad things happen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I told you about Superman. He go in the booth. You got to take the good with the bad. When you cheer for all the heroics, you got to cheer for the bad things like the fumble and everything else. Let me give some love right here to Canes for Life. Appreciate you for the $4.99. Honestly, Coach of V12, SMU, if we both meet, is going to be a problem for us for real. Go Canes. Well, if we don't do what we're supposed to do, South Miami University will give us a problem. What's your thoughts on that, 12?
They are a team that is confident. They have a coach who wants to beat Miami, and they have a lot of, they call them South Miami University. They have a lot of kids, a lot of young men, a lot of players from Florida, and especially the South Florida area, and they can play. They put up a lot of points, and so with the theory being, our best defense is our offense. When the offense does have a bad day, because to be honest with you, the offense had a bad day today. That's all that happened. If the offense was on, we score 40 points, they score 28, game's over.
Right.
But that's why it's called a team.
Right.
Offense can't carry you all the time.
For sure.
Sometimes the D has to step up. And yes, sometimes they made some plays in other games where they made a play here and there, got a chance to win the game. Even today, we had a chance to win the game. We had a fumble, but that comes along with it. I would always say this. We should never have been in that position. Georgia Tech shouldn't have given 28 points to Georgia Tech. Not at all.
No, I mean, like I said, you had a quarterback that was one-dimensional, literally running the ball. The shoulder was all jacked up. I mean, it's just certain things. Like when he pulled the ball and ran the touchdown, I'm like, guys, he threw 5 passes the whole game. You know, but again, I mean, I'll break it down into good, bad, and ugly, and we'll chop it up. Also, 27 came off in here for the $20. Man, clap it up for the Dubs. Right? Round here between 183rd Street and 27th Avenue. We call that a little 20 twin. 27 came. What you talking about? Talk to me. You don't know nothing about that. All right, he said edges, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 8, piss poor. Bro, I mean, it's bad business, man. And I talk about it all the time. Matter of fact, LV, she know what I'm about to say before I say it. She be like, protect the edges, coach. I'm like, yep. So guess what? If she understand it, damn it, y'all better understand it. All right, here we go. David for the $4.99. Dawson needs to be fired. God dang. Dawson needs to be fired, and I don't think that's an overreaction. Teams have had success outside the entire year. No gap integrity, no setting edges. So Dawson now, I want to make sure we understand that. So David, Dawson is the offensive coordinator. All right? Shannon Dawson, and then Lance Guidry is the defensive coordinator. Maybe you got the names mixed up or you want them both fired. I don't know, but I appreciate the $4.99. Isaiah Holt in the building for the $4.99. Stunt. All they did was line up to one side and run to the opposite side or up the middle. Appreciate the $4.99. 12, what you see on that stunt stuff?
That was an easy call. That's a great call. They had a lot of window dressing, and you knew who was going to get the ball. They handed it to 2 or 3 players, and then 2 dump off for touchdowns. That's all it was. This thing is easy to defend. Should be a lot easier, especially Haynes King probably shouldn't have finished out that game. They should have put so much pressure on Haynes. What do you think?
You know, sound like a little.
No, I'm just saying.
Sound like a little targeted to me.
Well, hey, but when you have a wounded duck, you go after it, right? You don't let him off. Exactly.
Yeah.
We knew he was wounded.
True story.
Yeah. So that's the type of mentality you have.
No, I get what you're saying. I'll just tell you.
Right. No, I get it. As a football player and as a coach, you want to play this game. This is a man's game, and he stuck it out, and he got his team to victory. And this is the second year in a row we lost to Georgia Tech.
Yeah,
that stings.
And here's the funny thing: the only reason they came on that field was to destroy our season. They didn't have to win that game, so they go to the playoffs. Their whole motivation was to do exactly what they wanted. Think about it. They're not winning this game, so they have an opportunity to go to. And not that they had to beat us out so they can get in. Their job, of course, everybody wants to win. That's not what I'm saying. Right. But what I am saying is that their old motivation was, mother F in Miami, and we're gonna ruin their season.
Yeah.
They still haven't done that yet. We're a little down, but they ain't done that yet. All right, shout out to you, Isaiah Hope. Appreciate it. Top fly for $5. VTech exposed the defensive deficiencies on the perimeter. Week 5. Georgia Tech built the game plan around it and exploited it. Salute to them. Got to move on. Yeah, we got to move on, but we got to move on with a game plan as well, Top Fly. Like, I appreciate it. But we can't move on and do the same things. We got to move on and take a game plan to stop that. And to your point, if you said that the edges were exposed or these deficiencies were exposed, the Tech game, that was what, 5 weeks ago?
Yes.
That's been a month, though. So, yeah, we can move on to the next game. But guess what? Who we play? Wake Forest after the bye week?
And Syracuse.
Yeah.
Syracuse has a decent quarterback. I said that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Decent quarterback, a decent tight end, and a decent running back.
True story. But like I'm going to say, Wake Forest, of course, we got a bye week. But they're going to look at our last 3, 4, 5 games and try and duplicate what other people did to us. They're not going to run just, I like to run inside zone.
Yeah,
does inside zone work?
Yep.
No. The outside work, we're going to try that. Bro, and that's how offenses work. Yep. That's how offenses work. They try to, use what other people have done within their playbook. If that makes sense.
Just emulate it with their own wrinkle.
Of course.
Forward.
Of
it's
course.
Easy.
And here's the lady of the hour right here, Ellen MVP. I've said it over and over. Ellen, protect the edges. Coach Hayes' voice. I thank you for the $199 LMV. Daniel in the building for the $9.99. Cam needs to learn when the play is over. Thoughts, dog. I got this is the mixed emotion about that. Because like I said, when it's good, people ain't typing this. When it's bad, people are, and I understand, Daniel. I totally do. What's your thoughts, Will?
I can agree with that. But that doesn't mean that the opposite isn't true as well. Because it depends. Here's what I think about that. It depends on the situation. There's some situations where the play is over, and I think he may take a risk that he doesn't have to take.
Okay.
But, like, for example, the last possession of the game in which he fumbled, he's trying to go down and get a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to extend the play.
Correct.
In order to give the receivers a chance to get downfield or to make a play with the football. I don't fault him for that. But just a general sense of him needing to know when it's over, I would agree with that. I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah, right. And it's all hindsight.
Hindsight, right.
Because if he doesn't fumble,
yes.
Watch this. If he doesn't fumble, he comes out there and make the miraculous throw. No, there's no shot at you, Daniel, but people in general, no one types this. If we throw that touchdown without getting a legal man downfield and holding, nobody types this.
That's true.
So the comment, although it be true, is a hindsight Monday morning quarterback 2020 situation.
Correct.
And that's what you have to live with. When you have these kind of guys, you got to live with them and you got to die with them or unalive them. God, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
YouTube, I can't do it. I can't censor myself.
Yeah.
I already don't curse.
Right.
That's enough for old coach. Now I got to be like unalive? Gee, where's Louise? But Daniel, I do appreciate the comment, and I definitely know where you're coming from. Space Coach came for the $10. Shouldn't have given up 28. They're giving up that to every ACC opponent except FSU. One of the worst offenses in the country. Our defense sucks. There's no way to see it. Okay, I'll shut up. Hey, you ain't got to shut up, man. Hey, this is the people, man. We the people's champ, dog. We here for y'all. But I understand, Toya.
Yeah, hey, he said it. We were trending that way. It's no surprise. Here's the crazy. It's not like it's a surprise party.
It's not.
We've been going to the party all week. We've been haying all week, all year with the Canes. So it's no surprise. Now, surprise may have come with a one-arm quarterback and the running back out. True. And the defense giving up 28 points and losing. But we knew we were trending
250 on the ground.
On the ground. We knew the thing wasn't going in the right direction from a defensive standpoint. And today was our day.
You know, here go another analogy, right? It's like dancing on the wet floor. Somebody gonna slip sooner or later.
There you go.
Somebody gonna fall. May not be today, may not be tomorrow.
Yeah.
But somebody gonna fall sooner or later, and guess what? Somebody gonna call Morgan & Morgan. And when you get sued just because you didn't put that sign up, all you do is put that sign up to protect yourself. Because you too lazy to put the little sign up.
Yep.
Now you in on the hook.
Yep.
I need to go find a wet floor. Y'all know where I'm going with this. All right, here we go. Sean for the $199 super sticker. Thank you, man. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Kareem Armstrong. I apologize. Look, something in my eye. A little cataract. Our fan base is the worst. We seen this loss coming. Coaches call plays and players play. 3rd and 18, cover 2 is a great call. Mish get lost a game. I guess you're talking about Mish Powell.
Did he fall?
I'm trying to figure. I don't know. Yeah, we saw the thing where I don't know if somebody
the safety slipped. Somebody slipped. 20 slipped.
Here's what Zaquan Patterson.
Yes.
Here's what I tell you. When I see the good, bad, and ugly, I'm gonna definitely look at that play. I hear you say cover 2 is a good call against that. I don't dispute that, but I also don't know what they're running. I haven't broken down Georgia Tech. But what is open in cover 2 is down the middle of the field. The weakness of that coverage is down the middle of the football field. So here's what I tell people. I'll tell you what I used to tell cats to coach them. Spider-Man. You know Spider-Man's weakness? What was Spider-Man's weakness?
Spidey senses.
No, that was his strength.
Oh.
His weakness was the back of his neck.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I know this, but I found this out. And I used to tell my players the same thing in cover. One cover doesn't cover everything, but make sure you cover your weakness. So if Spider-Man, you see him get whooped all the time. But if they ever get hit in the back of the neck, he was done. And I used to tell the player the same thing. Cover 2, this is our strengths. If they ever hit us down the middle of the field, we done. Protect your neck. Huh? Right. Shout out to Busta Rhymes.
Hoo-ha.
So that's how you got to kind of teach players. Yes, this is the strength of this defense, but here's also the weaknesses, and here's how we have to defend those.
Yeah.
That 3 vertical going down the middle, however that may be, I'll look at it. I don't get a little coachy here, and the cane juice flowing, but I'm just saying, not disputing what you're saying, Kareem, cover 2 is not a bad call if you know how to defend it. Might be a great call based on what they do. I don't know. But shout out to you. I appreciate you, man. Uh-oh, this you right here, 12. Read this man right here. The glue to the U.
Brother Jay Blaze, shout out to you, brother, for the $9.99. Only one loss. This is a wake-up call. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's the 9th of the month.
We've been calling this a long, long time, Blaze. We have time to adjust. Period. Or comma. Use this time to get healthy, make corrections, and adjust on both sides of the ball. Make corrections and adjustments. We have to do it, but where do we go from here? I think that's the $1 million question, because Blaze, we know this. We've been seeing this trend this way for the past few weeks. What can Guidry do? Maybe call Coach Hayes, but we have to emphasize, because what we know, and like the brother said, what V-Tech did to us, they exposed the edges. And also Cal did it a little bit too. And Cal's running back went out when he got hurt. How do we stop these teams from running on the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Players got to step up. Players got to step up. Because if they don't, that one loss could easily turn into another one.
Mm-hmm.
And the season may go downhill from there. I mean, we all know we're going to have a winning season. It's already in the books. But how do we want to end this thing? Do we want to end it how we started it, or we want to end it on a negative downturn? I want to end this thing on a positive note.
Yeah, I still feel positive about the season.
Yeah.
I think this is that one that I was worried about. I think this is the one loss why when I say 11-1, I thought we got beyond it. I'm going to be honest. I thought we got past it because one of those 3, in my opinion, was the Florida State, Louisville. And we got past those 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then we end up dropping $1 here to these cats.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my opinion, I mean, I hate it, but it's what it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we are with that, man. Man, that's all the donos I think we got right now. I really appreciate those. I'm sorry for skipping over you guys in the regular chat, but you got to give love to the donos. Wait a minute, we got another one. I'm sorry. Did I miss one? Yep, here we go. All right. John C. in the building. John C. 6796 says, if we haven't made the adjustments by now, it's never going to happen. Powell's zero effort can take his A back to Washington. And it's funny because, Blaze, that's my brother, man. I love him to death. But what I was going to say in response to that was, if it's shown V-Tech, it's shown Cal, it's shown Louisville, it's shown, hell, even Florida State, it's shown the remnants are there. The residue is there. The residue of mistakes. I don't want to say failure.
Yeah. But
the residue of mishaps has been showing his head. And even on the very last play, me and you sitting here, you like, there's nobody on him. There's nobody on him. And guess who runs out there? Kiko Maui Noah.
Kiko.
So the same play that we're talking about and complaining about that they have done for the past 2-3 weeks, meaning the philosophy of putting the middle linebacker on the dude on the mismatch. I swear to God, I thought he was going to throw it.
Yes.
Because he had the slant on him all day. But guess what? The dude ain't had to throw it because he was 5 of 5 with his sore arm.
Yep.
So to John's point is, do we see changes? Or do you just keep tightening the bolt until you strip it? Because we haven't made those changes. We saw Kiko go out there to try to cover a dude at tight end one-on-one against Florida State. Comes back the following week, they manipulate him against Duke. They put out the running back out there.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Remember I told you it's a what league? Copycat.
Copycat league.
So what did they do today?
Same
They said,
thing.
guess what? Let's take the running back, put him over there one-on-one. Let's see who go with him. Oh, Kiko went with him? Y'all playing the same defense. Got him.
Yeah.
So now they manipulated and put him out there. So one of your best in the middle of the field tacklers is on the sideline covering, and I'm going to take the quarterback, zone read it, and pull off and run. That's why I tell you, these guys are smart, bro. They know how to manipulate this because defense has to play within a set of rules. Offense playbook is infinite. Shout out to Ole Miss beating Georgia right now. That's what I'm talking about. I don't think I have any more right there. So hopefully all this makes sense. We'll definitely dig back into it, man. They got a squirrel on the field. How do squirrels get on the foot? There's 100,000 people in a stadium, and that squirrel ain't scared. The squirrel ain't scared, bro.
Got a lot of heart.
No, he literally running right past. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I wonder if there were no cameras, what people would do. Shout out to Peter in the building. But anyway, how does a squirrel get in the middle of the stadium, bro? 100,000 people. It's amazing. But anyhow, long story short, there it is, man. 12, talk to us. Oh, we got another donut? Just so I want to make sure. Let me go back up here. Read that right quick. I gotta get some cane juice, man.
David,
Tired of this.
for the $1.99.
Hot.
Appreciate it. What's Jason Taylor's role in setting the edge? That's a great question. I would think that he is coaching that particular. He's coaching the defensive ends. But like Coach said, if the players are not understanding the concept of not having to turn the offensive player back in, if you're playing as an individual, then it's difficult for us to contain. You guys call it edge setting. Well, back in the day, we call it contain. And I don't know about you, but I don't hear anybody screaming contain when the running back is going or the quarterback is pulling the ball. We have to be able to contain.
I'm tired of this.
Have
man.
to. And so that's a great point. I don't know how much influence Jason Taylor has, but I would presume that he is absolutely concerned about the edge. Hey, listen, if the person who was there to make plays are not making plays, we have to go with someone else. But now it seems like we don't have anybody here. We're playing the young guys, and it's not working. We have to find an answer in the next couple of weeks. We have to find an answer in the next couple of weeks.
I'm tired.
A coach gonna be crying like this all the time.
Oh,
What we have here?
12. I can't take it no more.
Got some more donos here. Let me get the donos ready.
Bro,
Get the donos ready. We got a couple more.
I'm just saying, man. David, appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Jason Taylor may teach the fundamentals of it and so forth. However,
Touchscreen?
yeah.
Okay.
However, at the end of the day, man, he's a piece of the puzzle. He's put it together, but that happens within. It takes all 11 to understand how that works. Because even if I'm a defensive end, and Jason Taylor told me you got outside, it's hard for me to understand I have outside when I see a guy clearly running inside. Like, you know what I mean? Just instinctively, I want to go inside and make the tackle. Right? I don't want to just stand here and I see a guy going inside. So you have to actually fight your instincts to say, oh, my homie's right here. So it takes more than just the edge coach, right? Because the edges are not only done by the ends, it's done by the linebacker, it can be done by safeties, It can even be done by corners.
Okay.
So it's more than just a Jason Taylor issue, not to try to make any excuses.
Carlos Thurman for the $6. We appreciate it. Carlos, if we take our 2 field goals, we probably win 29-28, especially if the board gathers.
Great point.
We were saying that. I said it's going to come down to coaching as well. And even we take a timeout.
Right after the 2-minute warning, bro.
We waste a timeout. Listen to this, chat. We waste a timeout after the 2-minute timeout to address a concern regarding the punt.
The fake, yeah.
Well, that should have been addressed during a 2-minute timeout. We had another timeout in the bank waiting for us at the job. Just the little nuances that contributes to these types of losses.
Bro, here's the funny thing. Can I tell you the funny thing? That timeout, that 2-minute timeout is about a 4-minute timeout.
Yes, it is.
If you've ever been to a live game, the guy that's standing there with the red shirt on, he's a TV dude, and he's got the clock up there. And it's showing how much time before the commercials are over.
Yep.
That timeout at the 2-minute warning timeout is about 4 minutes, actually. It's about a 4-minute timeout window. There's a lot that could be talked about in 4 minutes, bro. Again, and hold on, here's the funny thing. It's not like it's 2 minutes and you got 2 or 3 plays. It's going to be the 2 minute. You got 4 minutes to talk about the punt.
One play.
To talk about the punt. Hey, if they punt return, you over here talking to the return, hey, Ray, just field it. At all costs, field the ball. If it's dangerous, get away from it. We need no fumbles.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. I did that in 10 seconds, right? Hey, team, look for the fakes. Look for the formations. These are the things you're looking for. Call out the guys, blah, 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 blah. I mean, and again, if I'm doing that much coaching, I ain't did nothing in practice. But, I get it, bro. I get it. LMV. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even read it. Even Coach Hayes can't fix this defense. It would be ball after the season. Well, I'm getting that now. I see a little patch. I might need some road game, but maybe I'll be scratching my head too much trying to figure this crap out. Bro, we asked for Zay Patterson, and he get burnt on 3 downs. I think the DC is doing his job with what he got. Yeah, people asked for Zay Patterson, right? They did. They asked for Zay Patterson, and you got him, but he's young. See, people see, and there's go the issue, right? When it's good, everybody want it.
Yeah.
But when it's bad, he's terrible. And that's what fans do, so I get that.
Gotta learn.
Be careful what you ask for. They give it to you. LMV up in this joint for the $199. The squirrel said, put me LMV, just because I'm in witness protection, you still got 5 minutes right here. 5 minutes. Top left-hand corner. You done. $199. And Simplify Kane, appreciate you for your service, baby. Says, how can an offense be so good and the secondary be so flawed and they practice with each other every day?
Well, it's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. Who knows how the defense looks in practice? That's one thing.
Right.
We're not at practice. We don't know if they're getting roasted by Cam and X and them, getting ran over by Damian Martinez and Fletcher in practice. So we never know. But your point is iron should sharpen iron.
Correct.
But even in one-on-ones, there could be some deficiencies in practice. So we don't know. So that's a great observation, because you would think, well, because our offense is good, our defense should be a lot better. But our offense could just be knocking them out in practice.
Yeah, but they also sometimes, a lot of times at this point, they don't even practice
together. Yeah.
They do some things together, but when it's starting to go to game plan and implementing stuff, you don't have enough time on the clock. Xavier Restrepo is not going to be running scout routes for our defense, right?
Right.
And Jacoby George is not running. They're not going to run a doggone Georgia Tech's offense for us. It's not, high school, you don't have the numbers. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But they have enough guys, 105 people on the roster, man. So they got plenty of guys. Now, they may use a particular guy here and there to maybe mimic somebody that they have that's very close. But other than that, they very, very rarely do they do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's a number sake. Real quick, also, I want to give another shout out. Thank you to everybody that donated. I also want to give a shout out again to our sponsor today, Trevor from Interstate Sports Gift. I know you're in the store right now. There's a couple of people watching. And for all those people that are watching right now, me and my man V12, we Hurricane fans. And the game will be coming on right after, but only if you go to Trevor's Cash Register and buy one of those free subscribe buttons right now. So go get a free subscribe button from behind the counter. He'll give it to you. It costs free $99. Costs you absolutely nothing. Hit the subscribe button and you'll check it out.
Good promo. I like it.
Man, ain't no game coming on after this, man. We already lost. God dog. And guess what, Trevor? When Coach Hayes show over, the TV go off. Cut it. Cut it. Anyway, let's get back to the folks in the building. We got 392 people in the building. And Climb, like I said, we got it all the way up to about 560. I appreciate it. We got about a few more minutes. We're going to get up out of here, man. We'll get up out of here. Like I said, we don't have a phone line, so we won't do that. But as soon as I testify, and after I testify, and we get out of witness protection, we're missing some real scary dudes, man. Ain't that right, Tua? So soon we get down witness protection. Oh, hold up. I'm sorry. Soon we get out of witness protection, you can't recognize me now. Then we'll be opening up the phone line, talk to the people. That's good. All right. What happens going forward, bro? What's next? I know we got a bye week. Everybody get better. And what's really going to piss me off if I see some social media posts with people on vacation.
Yeah. What's next is we have to try to. What I don't want is it to implode, because we have good leadership. But even though we lost, I thought Cam lost with grace. He lost. It's difficult to figure out where we go from here. We have the bye. We have 2 more games. What I would like to see moving forward is a dominant performance from the defense in the next 2 games. Offense continue to do their thing, but let me just say this for the offense as well.
Talk to me.
And I don't know if it's just me, but I believe that the times we were able to score points and we look the best is when we have tempo.
Yes.
And a lot of the time we're stagnant. We're giving the defense time up to get it to do us. That's not good. And so we're talking about the defense. We're talking about how bad they are, but Dawson has to do a lot better as well. We need to use more of tempo.
I agree.
A lot of teams they can't match up with us, especially when they're not ready. If you take a look at a lot of our plays, a lot of them come off. We make a big play, then we start to go tempo. We get some momentum, and we score a touchdown. We need to start off doing that. We need to add that in the bye week. We need to add that back into our repertoire. Shannon Dawson needs to do that because teams that run plays like that, they're able to score points and they keep the defense off balance.
That's fair.
So I want more tempo. I'm not saying you got to go fast, Oregon pace style, but pick it up a little bit.
Right.
We too cool.
We don't even huddle. So what's taking us so long? Yeah, I get where you're going.
We too cool for school. We losing. We too cool for school, but then your nonchalantness is making teams match up properly. Where if you get on, we can create a mismatch, right? We could create some difficulties with some of the defensive personnel that's in there.
Sure. So
we have to make sure we get better from that perspective. So getting better is twofold. Yes, it's on the defense to get a lot better, but also offense was exposed as well.
Is Mario calling you?
Mario, I don't want to talk to Mario.
Well, listen, man, we having a good time up in here. Ole Miss is winning. Texas Tech seems to be winning as well. Some big games coming on here. Alabama got LSU later on. So some more football going on. I'm in love with this game, but I love my Canes. I hate it had to go this way. I really do, man. But like I said, we still in there. We still in the fight. We still in the hunt.
Yeah, and
it's an L. It's an L.
But listen to this. And I'll say this in all being earnest about this statement I'm about to make.
Huh?
Listen, not
I thought you was
not
my bad. My bad. I thought you. Okay.
Not Ennis. Hey, we loose that money, honey.
Jiggle.
Man, listen, you ain't gonna lose. Hey, the Canes not gonna ruin my witness protection program. Not even a bit, huh? Hey, mark my words. Don't mark them. But here's where we're going with this: the Canes runs the table, running the table. We get into the playoff and watch what happens. Nobody, they still don't want to play us, coach. Nobody wants to play us because of our offense.
That's true.
They don't want to play us.
That's true.
They don't want to see us win.
They don't want to see us win.
Yeah? They don't want to see Cam win the Heisman.
Well, let me hit the button.
Bing. They don't want to.
Let me hit the button. They don't want to see us win.
They don't want to see us. I don't want it. I don't want it. They don't want to see us. They don't want to see us win. No. We don't want it.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
They don't want to see us win.
I just want to catch the ball.
They don't want to see us go tempo. They don't want to see the defense win. I don't want it.
They just want to see us catch the ball.
They don't want to see us lose.
Bro, what is happening in our life, dog? That we up here. Hey, y'all put that in the chat. Who is that? I don't want it.
Hey, sorry. They don't want to see us win. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose anymore. Okay.
His Heisman may be going after James Wilford. I don't believe so.
No, hey, no. Who said that? James. Shout out, James. Hey, listen.
I don't believe so.
No, hey, no.
340. No. You think he lost it?
I don't think he lost it. But okay.
Put a dent in it?
Put a dent in it. But here's the point. I thought about it. That's a great point, James. Let me tell you. If we win out, and depends how we go to the playoffs, that'll determine it. If we lose another one, we don't go far in the playoffs, it's pretty much done. So I think it did hurt.
So who does he lose it to? Because here's what I'm gonna just say. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Yes, we've already lost. I'm not trying to wish. I know the Colorado. You hater, but currently, right now, to me, it's him and Travis Hunter. That's it. I don't see two. I mean, they're going to have 4 people on the stage.
Carlos, go ahead. I'm listening. Yeah,
they're going to have 4 people on the stage. But I still don't understand why Dylan Gabriel. Like I said, you're a good quarterback on a great team. So I don't knock that. However, what I'm trying to get to the point is that let's just say I'm taking Colorado with Travis Hunter. They're down 13 right now to a Texas Tech. I'm not saying they can't come back and win, but God forbid, let's just say they take an L. What does that mean? I still think his performance, right?
Individually.
348.
Okay.
3 touchdowns.
Okay.
No interceptions.
Okay.
So he didn't have a Carson Beck game.
Okay. So great argument. And I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna tell you why I agree with you.
Because I'm always right. Like the things stay.
Yeah,
the audience gonna agree with me more than they're gonna agree with you.
We don't want it, coach. Here's what I'll say. Based off the previous Heisman Trophy winner,
that's fair,
right? Mm-hmm. Jalen Daniels, who I rocked with last year.
He wanted it.
He wanted, coach. He wanted it. But LSU wasn't undefeated,
right?
But he had some great individual games.
That's correct. That's my point.
Okay. But to say it, okay, I can.
And that's why I'm not understanding.
I can live with it. I can live with that.
And that's why I'm not understanding.
Put in the chat if you think the Heisman is still Cam's to win after this performance.
Give me a C or a T.
Yeah,
C for Cam,
but I give you that. I give you that based off of because my thought process initially when he posed the question was that Seth made the comment was that oftentimes the Heisman goes to
the most
winning team, right. And the longest team that goes the farthest in the playoffs.
And that does sometimes.
It does happen sometimes.
And that's why Dylan Gabriel, in my opinion, is in the race.
Got you.
Because he's on a very good team. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but Heisman means like you're the most outstanding player.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, to Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, Jalen Daniels.
He wasn't on the best team.
Yeah.
But he got the most outstanding as the quarterback. The man put up 6 touchdowns in the game.
That's true.
Think about it. Cam had 5 and a 2-point conversion.
That's true.
And tried to get 6, but got his back broke on.
Right. I agree.
All right.
LNV, we got some in the house.
LNV, the squirrel said, "Put me in coach." Okay, we got that one. I got that one already.
This one here, simplify.
I got simplify.
Okay.
Be so good when they practice against each other.
Okay.
Carlos. All right, here we go. If they called the 5-second holding call on Horton in the first half, this game is a blowout. There was a lot of holding calls, but I'm not big on those. I mean, it's football, so I get what you're saying. I don't really pay attention to them unless it's something. I mean, I don't. Holding is a real thing, 12.
Yeah.
But I try not to use it as a reason of wins or losses unless it's like the last play of the game that determines the win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I mean, those kind of things do go both ways.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Texas Tech ain't playing, y'all. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right,
Carlos,
here we go.
That's a good
Got Carlos
right
again for the $5. Can't nobody beat us if we play tempo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your point.
Yes,
Will.
we have to have it. We have to have it, and not only when we're in jeopardy. You see what I mean?
Correct.
Don't go to it when we have to make it an integral part of our identity, especially moving forward.
Correct.
Got him.
Should've
got sacked.
All
got
right.
sacked.
And also, J Mill 56 for the $9.99
Super sticker. Super
sticker.
Super.
We almost on the same page on that one, cuz.
We almost got in trouble.
Shout out to Luke in the building.
Shout out to for sure for the $9.99.
Yeah.
$sign $9.99. Hey, listen, we started off this thing on a little somber note, but we done perked up. Hey, because that means we're not complaining. We're just making the observations.
Observation, that's it, baby.
And so we had the bye week. Listen, we're in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't noticed, this is going to be our first winning season in how many years?
We had a winning season last year, but
now,
we had a 10 wins in 17?
Yeah, 10 plus. We ain't getting there yet, but I think we get to 10.
We 11-1.
Right.
That's what I call
There
it.
we go. We
11
get to 10. So I know I'm a little ahead of the game, but 10-win season in a long time.
2017, right?
2017.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to methodically get better during the bye, win out our last two games in ACC championship, and let's get to the postseason.
For sure.
Can you imagine how loose we're gonna be? If we get to the postseason, you're gonna see 12 in real form. We want at least 500 pregame and postgame, 500 pregame, 1,000 postgame.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
If we get listen.
Oh, my bad.
You better tell somebody. Tell somebody. Yeah. If we get into the playoffs, we're going post game bananas.
Well, I'll say this right now, 12. Can I just?
And we're going pregame bananas.
But I'm going post game and pregame from Charlotte, December 7th. Guess what? I'm telling everybody right now.
You heard it live.
I just looked on StubHub. $51 was a ticket to the game. $51. Come on, dog. You can't beat that. Here go the best part about it. Here go a little insurance. I don't like, insurance is something that we know we need in life. We pay for it, but we don't necessarily want to use it because when we have to use it, that means something didn't go right. Right? That's fair? Yeah. Something didn't happen. Something didn't go right.
Yeah, depending on the situation, right?
No, but if it's insurance, right? For example, hurricane come, that didn't go right.
Right.
It's there to help you.
You ever had insurance on when you play blackjack and the dealer say insurance, insurance, and you be like, nah, I don't need no insurance, and the 21 come up and pop you in the head.
Yeah, because guess what? Something didn't go right. That's my point.
Let's say
so here. Hold
on. Listen, we're to Vegas. We went to Vegas one time. Don't y'all hate when you're at the blackjack table and you sure you're gonna win, and dealer be like insurance, and she do that little mirror, and you looking like this. She gonna put that.
You know it's over, dog.
You know it's over. When she looking, she looking in that mirror. She adjust that card.
She pull that thing in the mirror. You
put the thing in the mirror. You be like,
hold on. She give you one of these.
Yeah. Insurance.
And she pull a card to the mirror.
Insurance.
She pull a card to the mirror. She do one of these to you.
Put it in the mirror.
Watch this. She look up like this.
Yeah. She look at you.
Like you done messed up. Right?
Messed up. Blackjack.
So I asked you to get insurance at 10:41 p.m.
You didn't get it.
Now I asked you to get insurance, and you said what? Anyway, my point is.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
About the ticket, $51. Here's your insurance policy. If something was not to go right, I'll leave it at that. You can sell them back on the StubHub or Ticketmaster. Am I right?
Yeah, you can. You can.
So why not get them now for $51 before they go up to $251? Come on, man. Talk about it. Matter of fact, all teammates, we're going to be in the locker room. Not today. I'm in witness protection. But we'll be in the locker room. We're going to talk about it. Let's all get our tickets, man, and let's go show love in North Carolina, December 7th. That's a Saturday. 8 p.m. is what they got it slated for. All right? We got any more love on here that we can go through and talk about?
Let's see.
This
been fun. It's been
really good, man. 308 people. I know people dropping off because, you know, we ain't on the phone line, but we are having fun. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Like I said, we just hanging out, having a good time because we got to testify Monday. You got to testify. Matter of fact, how much of that stuff you said you bought? From who?
Man, I tell you what, man.
I know Noriega, the real Noriega. He owed me 100 favors.
Man, did you know
Mike Lowry, what's up with you, baby?
Mike? That testify song live, boy, with Common. You got to play that testify with Common, and I forgot who's singing the hook on there.
I'll put it on.
Yeah, it's live. But anyway,
I'm about to put the fudgies on the Jeep. Anyway, listen, man, we could be on here all day. Much love to everybody. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Still good. You all day.
The good, bad, and ugly will be coming out as soon as I get off the judge's orders. The good, bad, and ugly will be coming out as fast as possible, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. As always, is Go Canes. Today was not a gripe session, was not a B session, I'm not even a mad session. A little disappointed, but more of an observation session and more of a session to say, guys, for the ones that don't really understand maybe how this works, I'm not trying to say I know more, but what I'm trying to tell you is these are the things that we were saying could happen, and eventually it will show itself, and it did today. Was this a winnable football game? By all stretch of the imagination. They weren't better than us. They didn't have more talent than us, but the problems that we had, they overcame them, and that's what happened, man. Slow folk, what's up with you, man? If you want to be a member, go ahead and hit it. Again, go check out Trevor from InterstateSportsGives.com with an S. All the information is in the description below. And if y'all people still, right, matter of fact, let me get the camera right quick. Hey, for all of y'all that's in the store right now at Interstate Sports Gifts, man, buy some out the store, man. Stop playing. Huh? Trevor a good guy, man. Trevor a good guy. 12, anything else?
Microphone check. Here's what I want all the Canes fans to really put in their mind. What are your expectations to end the season? That's going to determine how we feel moving forward. Is it a 9-win season? Is it a 10? Is 10 win enough? Is 11? Is ACC championship enough? Is making the playoffs enough? But that's going to shape how we feel moving forward with the rest of the season. So make a determination. What are your expectations of the Miami Hurricanes moving forward? That's going to help us better understand moving forward, because it could be a bumpy road. We got to see how I go.
And the Miami Hurricane defense was brought to you by Edge Control right here. Old school sporting wave, huh? 360-degree hole, which we gave up a bunch of them today. So y'all go get some Edge Control. Defense, y'all go pick you up a can or two. If not, Coach got some for sale. With all that being said, man, let me put this thing back up here. We out of here, man. Peace, love, and hair grease. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace. And pass me that cage, who's 12. That thing biting. Yeah. Love my Canes.